Hello, hello, and welcome back to another stream. It is Monday, so we play the Necromancer's Tale. A game that I like very much, I have to say. It is incredible how this game portrays the story, how we slowly lose our humanity over, learning dark magic. But then when you find love, or you think you find love, because I still think that there's something wrong. There are these moments on the date that we went on last time, where we got distracted by dark spirits promising us power. But we pushed through. We weren't distracted by them. We went on with the date. We had a happy ending for the technically third date, but the first real one. Just the two of us. And today I think we have to either face the consequences because we didn't get good magic. We got contacted by spirits on the date that promised us power and another page in our magic tome. But maybe we'll find that in another way. Today I have no idea what we are about to do, as I never have, unless I remember snippets of quests, but today I at least know that I don't have to bake another cake. I don't know what we're about to do. I don't even know where we left off last time. I think it was directly after the date. We still have to infiltrate our uncle's keep, because we now know that he is behind the murder of our father. I was about to say father, and I'm already cooked again. My god, okay. But alas, yeah, we are in our room. So let's continue on with chapter 9. There was a knock at the door, and immediately a hooded figure bustled inside behind me. She pulled back her hood and was revealed as the witch Rosario. Where is she? Okay.
Alistair, we must speak privately.
I nodded and led her to my chamber.
We have a common enemy, Gervais, the Wolf of Mans. He builds an army as we speak, as I'm sure you have noticed.
What makes Gervais your enemy?
He is the enemy of anyone he does not understand, anyone that represents difference or progress.
Rosario's normally impenetrable expression broke for a moment, and I saw a deep sadness in her eyes.
He has done much wickedness to my sister, said I. Perhaps you will learn one day.
How did you know that Gervais is my enemy too?
I see a lot, and I know a lot. In this realm and the other. I know what he did.
Do you know what his army is for?
I know that he has great political ambition, child. Though his immediate goals may be local, he surely looks further afield.
What should we do?
We must learn more about the Baron's plans. You must leverage your family's connection to do so. You must infiltrate the keep. Please show me your spellbook. The one I returned to you after your magical coma.
I held out the book. So far, the sisters are one of the few allies we actually have when it comes to magic, although obviously they are witches and therefore may not be trusted. But Rosario seems to be helpful for now, so I think I will show her the book. Rosario poured through several of the pages, sighing and biting her lip as she did so.
There is great power in this book, as you know. I cannot understand a lot of it. However, take a look at this page. It seems to describe a ritual to enslave a spirit that could be used for spying. Yes, I recognize the word Zechariah. This must refer to the holy text, the Book of Zechariah. Find this holy book. It may hold the key to the script on these pages.
She handed the book back to me. Open on a page depicting an ancient grave and some kind of artifacts.
Already, it is too dangerous for me to approach the city. I must flee now. Do not expect to see me here again in person, but watch out for my messenger.
That would be the Raven, I believe. What is this? Uvogiai? What is this? What's our bed? Okay. Lovely. Good. Holy texts. I think we should search for that in the church. Did I just say we should search for that? I see. We should search for that in the church. Thank you very much. We should search for that in the church. Lovely. Hello, Mother. I called the mother as she walked by me, but she seemed oblivious to my presence.
Where is that damn cook? Zelig will be back soon and there's nothing to eat.
I have a feeling that she might be right and our father may come back from the dead, as is his will. Okay, let's check our journal. I have found a strange glove near the site of some recent grave robbing. It appears to be scarred with some vile chemical substance. I should ask around about such substances. Yeah, we have to do that. Having learned about my uncle Gervais was my father's murder, I need to somehow infiltrate this castle. I've learned from the witch, the book Zechariah. Okay. Good. Was this... No, we went to work. I think we already did all the work here. Okay. I must have blackmail. I don't know about that. We should maybe check about check the Master's office again. Oi.
Yes?
Good, he hates us still. So we did the right thing by giving the supplies or the blackmail info to the apothecary. Check the graveyard. Annie has a husband and he is a counselor. Yeah, that is something that is very much sus about our girlfriend. Wood and water and alcohol still for rejuvenate ritual. Yeah. Ramon. Ramon stopped what he was doing to catch his breath and greeted me with a smile. That's all, thank you. Let's go to the church. With church, I mean. Cathedral. What's this? A basin of muddy water and dirty rags for the washing of the cathedral walls. I see. My head starting pounding as I entered the holy building. I had to get out before I lost consciousness. Holy moly, can we not enter the church anymore? That is crazy. Oh yeah, we also have to check on that thing in the evening. Who else could we ask about the glove? Oh yeah, we about the with the dock workers, I think.
Welcome. Browse my wares if you. Of course. The best prices you can find in all
A
of
musket
them.
rifle. 30 crowns. We don't have that. Thank you very much. A coat. Linen bag. Feathered hat. Pretty sexy paired with the coat, I guess. But no, we have this. Surely the red coat with the red hat would give us a little bit more of a panache and flair, but no need for us to worry about fashion when we are broke. Hey you two, do you know something about missing supplies? Apparently not. Now where are we?
Excuse me.
Gov? I'm trying to figure out what may have made these marks on this glove. I recognize this type of scarring. Where would where would one get oil of vitriol? I've heard the docks is the place. Oil oh, a corrosive substance. Don't know anyone around here who sells that sort of thing. I could see he knew more than this and tried to get him to talk. Holy moly. Holy schmutz. Yeah, we should not do convince stuff.
I am
Yeah.
Drago, a docker.
I certainly don't know, Gov. I suggest you look elsewhere.
I'm the nephew of the Baron. I think you ought to tell me.
Well, I guess we have to. I leaned on the trust he had for me. Huh? As a friend, Drago? He stepped in close to me and lowered his voice before continuing. Nice. You might ask around at Weimer's Tavern. There are a few there who are good at getting things, if you get me. What do you know about the fish guard, Drago? Talking about them's dangerous, lad. Keep your voice down. You mentioned for me to continue. Did you hear about my home was ransacked? I suspect it was the fish guard. You live in that big house with a private dock, do you? Aye, could be them. Maybe they see or appear as a threat. Drago doubled over in laughter. Weren't thinking I was serious, were you? Should have seen your face. Maybe you missed a payment? That's the kind of work they do. How can I get in contact with them then? A couple of years ago, I could tell ya. Got myself out of it. Rebecca took over dealing with them a while back. I think she's got that Persian lad Darius working on it now. Rebecca and Darius. Rebecca and Darius. Fishguard. Darius, why does that tell me something? Isn't Rebecca also running around somewhere here? Shit, wait, Weimer's Tavern. Which was it the Docks Tavern? Is that Weimer's? Yeah, that's the Weimer's, okay. It's locked, okay. Well, let's see if we can catch Rebecca and or Darius. Ramon, Jan, Boris. Rebecca, there you are. Oi, hello numbnut. Rebecca stopped work absent-mindedly, wiping her greasy hands on the hem of her skirts. Do you know much about the fish god, Rebecca?
Shh, keep your voice low. What about them?
How can I get in contact with them?
Don't know, don't want to know. Ask Darius, he drops the payoff for us.
I think they may have broken into my house because of a debt my father owed. Rebecca let out a long, low whistle. Inheriting a fish god debt, good way to lose a finger. If you ask me, I'd be careful who you mention that to. Oh, okay. That is good to know. I think I already told like 3 people, I don't know. But Darius. I have no idea who Darius is. I probably have, but I forgot. Oh, there's Darius. Nice.
Out of my way. There's work to do.
Do you know much about the fish god, Darius? I shouldn't be talking about them. How can I get in contact with them? I need that, Darius, I need that. Despite his size and obvious strength, I could see that Darius hesitated at the mere mention of contact with the fish god. You don't. Believe me, you don't want to. I drop their weekly payment and I don't see them. I needed to know more. Skill check, analyze 3. I spent 1 skill point to infer something about Darius. Darius was a foreigner, yet he seemed very willing to put himself in danger for the dogs. Would he have stopped simply at making the payment? Surely you stuck around once or twice and saw pick the payments up? Darius, visibly compressed, it was as if he were trying to make himself cease to exist simply by being too small. A feat someone of his size would never accomplish. Rebecca warned me not to, but I couldn't help it. I had to know who was swindling my new comrades, like I could do something to a group like that. Who was it? That girl in Doc's Tavern, the one who covers her face. I saw her pick up the pouch through the window one night. I was sure we were getting robbed and they'd be breathing down our necks, but nothing happened. That's all for now then. But how do I edit? I think this, yeah. Girl who covers her face. Doc Tavern. Check the graveyard and also Doc Tavern for glove. Good. Is there anything else we need to do? Yeah, Academy. See if we can find a holy text there. Connor is here.
Good to see you.
Alistair, and he told me I might meet you here. I have to admit I've been getting to quite like the books too.
I'm Connor, a healer from far off Ireland.
Have you seen any around? She's working at the hospital this morning, Alistair. I'm sure she'll be along here later though, or tomorrow. I see A holy book called the Book of Zechariah. Could you search the cathedral for it? I won't go sneaking around, Alistair. Please ask the priests yourself. Oh, I know just the one. I know just the one. Private River, Diedrich. I know just the priest to ask. Whoopsie, Eastgate. There he is. Father Constantine. They were watching warily and saw me as I
Yes?
approached. And with that he hurried away. Father.
Yes?
As a learned man, I was hoping you could help me with my studies. He continued to eye me guardedly.
You flatter me. In truth, I am not yet knowledgeable, so soon out of the seminary at Cani.
I pressed the issue. This man could be my route to obtaining the Book of Zechariah. There is a holy text that interests me. The Book of Zechariah. Do you know of it? Not specifically. You could ask Father Huber. Schmutz. So either we blackmail him for it, or we find another way. Father Huber. Schmutz, why can you not help me? So where is the father after the working hours? Should be afternoon now. Let's go to the cathedral. Yeah, here, Christine. The old woman was scrubbing vigorously at the church wall, cleaning away the grime that had built up in the recent storms. She looked red in the face, and her hair had come undone and fallen into her eyes. As I approached, she kept cleaning, not bothering to look at me.
Yes, child.
Father Constantine, you came back for the file
She finally turned to get a glance at me. As she did, I felt pressure building in my head. A heat came off the stone of the cathedral, as if on a hot summer day. The rigid lines and angles of the church seemed to bend and misalign and gradually turn to normal. Excuse me, I thought you were the priest who had just left on his duties. You look ghastly. I need a holy book for my studies. It's called the Book of Zechariah. Can you help me locate it? You should ask one of the priests, dear. For all holy matters, I'm merely a lay helper. What the heck? I let it go. There has to be a priest outside here called Father Huber. What about Irving? Do you go into his church, Irving?
What?
Good afternoon to you, sir. That is the girl who covers her face. Ruffians. A pair of lowlives were scheming together. They were sensible enough to reduce the discussion to a whisper when they saw me watching. Sherman, Channing, and Leopold. Weimar, Gustav.
How can I help you, boy?
And no more to ask. That is the escort woman. I don't think we need to talk to her unless she has only one glove. She doesn't. Is it a mirror? Oh, it is, and it is even working. It's a working mirror. God bless this tavern. It is truly the best place in the entirety of Marnes. I think we already did that. Have fun waiting for a customer. I've never seen anybody else go down there, so mustn't be a good business then. Let's talk to Merlin.
Guten Tag, Herr.
Guten Tag. Have you, by any chance, supplied anyone with oil of vitriol recently?
I am a young woman from Saxony.
And why are you concerned with the business of my customers? They stole a body, necromancy may be involved. They owe me money I want to collect. They may be involved in other crimes and I need to find them before the authorities do. I want to talk with Merlin about necromancy. Her eyes widened above her veil, and the color drained from what little I could see of her face. Necromancy? I did not know. You think my goods are involved? So you did sell someone oil of vitriol. Who was it? Well, I do not know his name. Tall gentleman, thin, well dressed. He had a monocle on a chain in his pocket, and dark hair with a handsome pointed beard. The description didn't match anyone I knew. Schmutz, I will take a screenshot of this. Tall, thin gentleman, well dressed, a monocle on a chain in his pocket, and dark hair with a handsome pointed beard. If he returns, please send for me immediately. If he returns, find out what you can, and I will pay well for the information. We don't have money, I cannot pay well. The woman nodded, her fingers twining into anxious knots on the table in front of her. I thought it best to let the topic rest for now.
Guten Tag, Herr.
Do you know much about the fish guard, Merlin? Information like that is expensive. How can I get in contact? Apparently I was already talking about that with her. For 15 crowns I will arrange a meeting. I think that is the exact same reaction I already had. Never mind. Okay. Oh God. Tall, thin man, monocle, dark hair, pointy beard. Okay, what else? Wait, what? Did we lose one of them? Where's the... Oh, to just wait for the glove thing to resolve itself then, okay. I approached 3 older gentlemen sharing a table. 2 of their number were loose, comfortable clothing whose maintenance left much to be desired. The third, more svelte and healthy looking, wore a well-fitted overcoat with a crisp starched collar. All 3 ceased their animated conversation at my approach. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Indeed it is. But have we made your acquaintance?
We have not seen you here before. Are you just passing through?
Are you all Germans? After a fashion?
Allow us to first introduce ourselves.
No.
I am Channing, a native of the barony of Mark.
Mark? Mark? KC? Okay.
I am Channing, a a native of the barony of Mark.
I am Leopold, formerly of the Prussian army.
Prussian army?
I am Sherman of Prussia.
Also Prussia? Interesting.
My colleagues are Leopold and Sherman, both formerly of the Prussian army.
Delighted to meet you, sir. And your name is?
Alistair von Elstrick, son of Zelig von Elstrick. Oh shit. The old man visibly stiffened on hearing my name. Sherman shakily removed his glasses and cleaned them on a cloth with a which had appeared from his pocket. Holy moly.
Ah, so nice to meet you.
And to the whole kingdom.
Oh no. You fellows must know a lot of history. No, just because we're old doesn't mean we're relics. Of course, there were the wars. We saw the tide turn against Venice. We saw Aldous march his undead army across the kingdom. Just think of what happened that power could have given Rulstein. Perhaps we should turn to other topics. Do you know the docks well? We do indeed, settled hero. How many years ago was it? At least 9, I'd wager. Close to 13, 1721 if I recall. Huh, is that so? If you have any business at the docks, Gerhard is the man to see. Yes, but be careful. That serpent has eyes for nothing but coin. He'd sell his own mother if there was a profit in it. Speaking of coin, might I trouble you fellows? Of course, good friend. Another round, barkeep. Something tells me you travels taking you abroad. Why they brought us here? Sure, I have Prussian stock, my dear boy. Soldiers by trade. We marched many fields in that line, but the Rulstein had the finest weather. We saw many wonderful things in all those travels too. Shame to see some of them gone from this world too soon.
I am Leopold, formerly of the Prussian army.
I saw -25 for the old people, so I hope this 7 doesn't go for all the outsiders now. That would be horrendous. I gestured to the more well-groomed man. I'm from Mark to the north. Practically a local, this one. So you knew my father then? Well, we did indeed. A most sad and unexpected death. So very sad. I left the old man to the drinks. Man, can't believe they just immediately hated on me because I'm a noble person. Okay, we should not talk about being a noble to people then. Hey, not a courier, get some else to drop off your coat. The barman whirled around and tossed a... what? Threadbare coat at me. Was clearly too small for my stature. Oh, sorry, I thought you were someone else. What's this about a coat? Some idiot handed me his coat, expecting me to deliver it to the docks, where he's got a wardrobe waiting for the next ship. I see. A glass of whiskey, one, please. I knocked it back in one go. I see. What do we do? To infiltrate, I need someone to enter the church, and for that, I need the local priests. Hardware? What? Oh, compass. Bricks? Nails? Sigh. Interesting, interesting.
Hello.
Sophia, can you help me out here? I seek a holy book. It's called the Book of Zechariah. Could you search the cathedral for it? Oh, Schmidt. I'm getting a bit tired of being used by you Alistair. No, sorry.
I am Sophia, a
That's
childhood
crazy.
friend of yours.
That is crazy. We kinda lost Sophia for our schemes. We cannot use the children because I gave them the good leader, so I have to get creative. Schmutz, who could we ask? What about a homeless person? We can also go to Sulen.
Can you spare a coin for a poor old
Sure.
woman? Thank you kindly.
Okay, that's it. Hospital is still closed, obviously. Sulen. I see. Nothing new for you then. Oh, Schmutz. Okay, it's advanced time. The evening. I approached the great Marconi sky and made my way towards the large cage where his bear was lying asleep. Beside the creature, in one corner of the small enclosure, sat a plate with scraps of cooked meat. The bite marks were small and plentiful. I called out to the bear, but he growled and swiped me away with his paw in the most un-Ursine manner. Grow away. You're awfully communicative for a bear. Great skill I have for a bear. Now grow and leave me in my cage. Bear raked his paws against the metal, making it rattle. When the vibration settled, I noticed that the latch to the cage was unlocked and loose. How did you come into the great Marconi's possessions? From a cup grazed. Why do you stay inside when there is no lock? Great danger out there. Where did you learn to speak? Marconi, the great Marconi. The creature's response were not particularly illuminating, so I looked closer. I looked at its ears and noticed that the cavities were sealed with a small patch of fabric, poorly covered with with tufts of fur. I examined the plate of food and saw scraps of bread and vegetables left from its recent meal, as well as a small tankard tucked in the shadows. These were not the essentials for a fully grown bear. I observed its teeth and saw that they were clean and unstained. The fur around them was even neater, quite odd for a feasting beast. I looked at the scraps of paper which lay on the cage floor and noticed several drawings of a small cottage and phrases scratched out in sloppy script. It is clear you are a man stitched inside a costume. Why do you not speak plainly? Ah, mon Dieu, so many questions, one after another. Question this, question that. Why do you not leave me be? I was more surprised to hear a strong French accent emerge from the beast. Then I was to hear full, ungarbled sentences. I am a man. This is true. A man who must be a bear for this silly man to parade about. But this must be so, and I must not speak to it anymore. A curse sits upon my head, though it is good to talk as a man once more. My God. What's your name then? Reynard. I was hired sword. How you say? An expeditionary in far-flung colonies. But after the end of my last job, I could find no way home to France. I tried to steal the great Marconi's horse, but I was hungry and not quick. Roses are red, violets are blue. That's all I get. Hee hee hoo hoo. Absolutely lovely, Numnut. This is more than enough. How did you come to be in that costume? I was ordered so by a judge and sorcerer. If you try to steal a beast of service, you shall become a beast of service, he said. Though the great Marconi was not at the trial, the judge ruled in his favor. And the penalty should I break my bond, I did not wish to think of that. Who was this judge? This I do not know. Similar in bearing to Marconi, similar in spirit. This is why I think he ruled for him as he did. But a powerful man, this I could tell. Why don't you just leave? Have you not listened? A curse sits upon me, placed by the judge on behalf of Marconi. If I leave, then I shall become a bear in truth, and not just a man stitched into a suit. How did you come to be in that costume? I was ordered so. Okay. Who was the judge? This I do not know. I have learned enough. It was time to consider the man's predicament. Reynard, obviously you cannot remain in this cage. I spent 0 skill points to leverage his deeply superstitious nature. As a man learned in the magical arts, I'm duty-bound to lift this unjust curse from your shoulders. Come closer and I shall say an incantation and set you free. Can you do this? Really? You know the ways of curses? I do, and yours shall be lifted. I uttered a few nonsensical phrases and waved my hand over the man's cage. He turned his head from side to side and then gently pawed at the gate, which swung open with a creak. It is done? With the one paw at a time, he slowly crawled out of the cage, remaining on all fours until he was entirely free of the container. Only after several minutes of puttering around the cobblestones did he stand up. For the first time, I could make out the small gaps in the bare throat that exposed the man's eyes and mouth. It is done! I am free of this terrible curse. Free! As the man's jubilation was just taking shape, a sudden shout drew us out of our revelry. Good lord, the bear's gotten loose! The guard drew his sword and ran in our direction, clearly intent on performing some insurmountable act of bravery, which was, in matter of fact, not quite as insurmountable as he imagined. I had only a moment to act. We do need a lot of points. So I think I'll just push the bear away and risk being cut in half. Do we push the bear away or do we deflect the sword? Okay. I think I'll push the bear to the side in my act of bravery. I heaved the bear out of the way, but his performative instincts took over and he roared like a beast, which only emboldened the eager guardsman. With a sudden thrust, which I was unable to redirect, he stuck his blade into the mass of fur. The unfortunate Reynard collapsed to the ground, emitting a quiet groan, and then lay still. I didn't think it would go down so easily. Why, it's barely got a scratch on it. Must have been weak from all the time living in a cage. We can't just leave the blasted thing here in the market square. I'll go get someone to help move the body. When the guard had left, I looked over the body once more. Despite my best efforts, the man had not escaped his fate. Perhaps the curse had been real after all. We just got Reynard killed. Lovely. We just got Reynard killed. Schmutz.
Guten Tag, er.
Ah, Flip, there you are. Flip leaned casually against the bar and tilted his drink in greeting as I approached. A freshly acquired bruise was beginning to blossom across the left side of his face, the outer edges creasing down along his cheek and across his jaw. I seek a holy book called the Book of Zechariah. Could you search the cathedral for it? Flip stood expectantly, evidently waiting to see what I would offer in return. I held out 5 coins. I'll see what I can do. Come back to me later. Nice. Hello again, Alistair. Could be my half brother, but you know, what do I know? Alrighty, we will now wait a day, which should hopefully resolve this and the cloth. And we are running out of money, I believe. Yeah, we only have 8 coins. I don't know why I have a gold ring, but we can sell it. Is the general store still open? Don't think it is. Yeah, it's locked. Okay. Then we'll wait. Here. Excuse me, mister. Message for you. Is that so? What message? Miss Marilyn said she'd got some information for you about that thing what you talked about. Wants you to meet her in the usual spot. I see, thank you. Is that all? Yes, mister. The boy waited looking at me and shuffling his feet if he's expecting something. I gave 1 coin. Yeah, 1 coin. My god, I cannot talk anymore. He snatched it and ran off. Well, Doc Tavern?
Guten Tag, er.
You have news for me about our body snatcher? He visited me again today. And? I don't wish to say, it's enough to know that it was disturbing enough, even for me, that I turned him away. What is he doing? I certainly wouldn't know and don't wish to. However, I had a man tail him. He returned to a house on the southern side of town. I can give you the address for a price. Very well, here's 5 crowns. She slid me a slip of paper. On it was an address, a house on the south side of town, just inside the city walls. I noted it on my map. My part is done. Do not ask me of it again. South. That man's gate body snatcher. I like how this is just the name of the house. The heavy doors of the city's body snatcher loomed before me. I could simply knock if I wanted to sneak in. I needed some lockpicks. Where would one get lockpicks? Wait. Blacksmith? Are you still in town? No. Locked. Okay, let us save. Let us save here. And then we knock. Presently, a voice called through the door.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I received an invitation from a mutual friend. Merlin? No, I don't think she would like that I threw her name around, so I think I have reason to believe someone in this house has been stealing bodies.
Stealing bodies? My goodness, that sounds serious. And why do you think that?
Do you really want to have this conversation on the front step? Of course, of course. From in, we'll discuss further inside. I followed him inside. See you all bloody? I'm happy to see you here, my dear sir. Honestly, given our mutual friend, I rather expected you to resort to skullduggery or some other such nonsense. But here you are at the front door, like a civilized man. Come, come, I want to show you my work. He closed and bolted the door, before leading me through his opulent hallway and down a dark staircase. We had entered what appeared to be a laboratory of some sort. A gruesome tableau of science laid before me. Body parts in jars, cast-off bits of corpses piled in discarded heaps. The smell of embalming fluids and the sweet scent of rot assaulted my nose. Now then, here we are. Now let me ask, what precisely can I do for you, my dear sir?
Well then, speak up.
Who are you?
Agar Borhaven, prodigal orphan son of the great city of Mans. Scientist, philosopher, truth seeker. And who might you be, my dear?
Alistair. Me told me we have the same hobby. Maybe we can bond.
I am Agar Borhaven, chemist and philosopher.
I'm Alistair. Delight and all that. And why are you here, Alistair? You're stealing bodies. I want to know why.
All in the name of science, my dear. All in the name of science. Believe me, I do not enjoy spending my nights skulking around cemeteries, but I have little other choice.
What do you mean when you say science? Chemistry, my dear sir. Chemistry and a bit of biology with some anatomy and physiology mixed in. It's all connected, you see. I have heard this term chemistry just recently. It appeared to be the fashionably modern term for alchemy. I do see all of the elements of life intertwined, laid bare by man's interrogations. Precisely. Through science, we can truly comprehend the elements of life and death. True power is understanding, hearing the music of the spheres and comprehending the notes, seeing the strings of the universe and knowing how to pluck out the right song. And what song is that? He regarded me for a long moment, then waved me over. Yes, I know your game, Alistair van Elstrick. Damn, it already knows my full name, okay. Following the traditional Roost and post-funerary practices, are you? Come look. He led me to a cloth-covered form on a holy schmutz. This is ginormous. He led me to a cloth-covered form on a slab and pulled back the sheet. A hulking body lay on the table before me. Thick, rough stitching bound many of its joints together, and more stitches carved along inverted Y down its midsection. The skin tones of its parts didn't quite match up entirely, and portions of it seemed to be at different states of decay. The smell of chemicals was strongest here, almost covering the scent of rot emanating from the creature on the slab. What do you see? I see a masterpiece of a flesh golem in the works. He eyed me sidelong. Is that so? Tell me more. The stitching, the composition, perfection. You have crafted a creature not held back by its previous earthly form, but made something altogether new. This is more than just a body. It is potential. What do you intend to do with it? I didn't craft this creature simply to practice my whip stitch, my dear sir. It is but a vessel. Skin, muscle, sinew, and bone. They're nothing without the brain and the spark of life. And where do you intend to find those? I intend to prove that science can provide the spark of life. That's the whole reason for this experiment, that life and death are simply states of matter, nothing more, easily manipulated by those with the knowledge and the intent. As for the brain, are you interested in work? What sort of work did you have in mind? Nothing too difficult for the likes of you. I need a brain. I'd like you to fetch me one. And where would I get a brain? I'm not really sure. I wouldn't be asking you otherwise, would I? Try the academy, I suppose. They have all sorts of things in there for their research. But be careful skulking about and don't mention me if caught. If that's not to your liking, I prefer something a bit more fresh anyway. So you could keep an eye out for any bodies being held at the chapel outside the Dead Man's Gate. They'll be under guard, of course, lest they should try any funny business such as rising as undead. You could relieve such an individual of their unnecessary organ. I'll even provide you with proper tools. Here, take this bone saw. Just be gentle, please. The brain will do me no good if you slice it in half. Oh, very well. I'll get you your brain. But I expect payment. 1 brain and 1 piece. Got it. A hulking creature lair. A man, I suppose, crudely stitched together from different body parts. He must have been over 7 feet in height and very broad too. He was quite still. I assumed dead, lying in a shallow pool of some noxious-looking substance. Scroll. The scroll was covered in a strange script whose alphabet I did not even understand. As I was able to cast it aside, I was suddenly reminded of the lettering on the mystical scroll I had obtained for the librarian some time ago, but had never given to him. I rummaged through my bag and found that other scroll. Ain't no way. I spent 0 skill points to uncover the pattern. I saw that the scroll on the table had an almost translucent material. By sliding it slowly across the top of the other, I suddenly saw coherent letters. The text claimed to provide words of power for a spell called Bloodlust. Apparently, one who is sufficiently in tune with the realm of the dead may call out the words and invoke the demon Moroi to leech the life force of a nearby victim. I committed the words to memory for use in battle should I have need. Battle magic spell acquired. Bloodlust. Ain't no way we learned that because I never gave that person the scroll. This was an alchemical textbook apparently for university use. Described the latest scientific methods in alchemy, or chemistry as the latest fashion calls it, and stated that the alchemical arts should be progressed into a modern science through testing and experimentation rather than through the rote learning of recipes and results. I quickly lost interest, but then as I put it down, I saw on the front cover Elementa Chemiae by Hermann Borhave, 1732. It was a death shroud, coked in soil and clearly from a recent body. Borhave didn't even look as I took it. A corpse several days old by the smell. Certainly its brain was not fresh enough for Borhaven's needs. Cleaver. Sure. Let's grab a cleaver. Where does this lead? Where does this lead? Could this be another way outside the city? Where are we going? Oh. Directly in the graveyard. Beautiful. I guess we could have found that if we were looking hard enough the last time we were here. Alright, can I even enter the small chapel or will I just suffer? I think we'll see. Doesn't look like it though. Oh, that reminds me. Can I go to that old chapel? I spent 2 skill points to force it open. Yes. Oh, there is a combat encounter immediately. Okay. I have to bring up my bros. Good, 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 good. What the frick am I? Okay. Absolutely beautiful. The scientist boy Heaven has asked me. Yep, I have from Rosario. Yep. Let's make it night. Oops. Yeah. Yeah, if I'll streak these nuts. Good. We shall wear the death shroud. And also, if possible, a normal mask? Question mark? Cloth. Everyone, follow me. Where is my gun? There. Wearing a mask is suspicious. Carrying a weapon openly within the city is not allowed. Leading undead minions probably also not good. Good, good. Alrighty, we have the gang here. Ribbenheimer, McBoner, Skelly, and Mr. Bones. I should try to get more. Damn. Wish I could, you know, make a formation with them, like follow me in a line. Please don't spread out so people don't see you as easily. See?
Von Estrich, you are here today
No,
for judgment.
frick this. Frick you. Man. I need the freaking... Wait, why do I even want to do that? Oh, because, yeah, because of the old chapel. The academy is closed, I believe. No, it isn't. Okay. Oh my god, there is a brain in a jar here. That is wild. We want to take that. Jar contained a brain preserved in some dense liquid. How convenient. Nice. Now... Ah, here. I've got your brain, good sir.
Yes, yes, dear sir.
I saw a book over there by a man named Burhave. Is he a relation of yours? Huh? Ah, yes. Herman is my dear cousin back in Holland. A professor in Leiden University, and that is a great book indeed. I think it shows the future direction of scientific endeavors within chemistry. I collaborated with him in my early studies. His face darkened a little then. Well, we didn't see eye to eye in later years, especially as the direction of my studies did not agree with his sensibilities. That's why I returned to my native Mans, I suppose.
Yes, yes, dear sir.
What the brain you wanted? Yes, it's right here. What about the finder's fee? I need money. But yeah, it's right here. Marvelous. Though I do hope the preservatives haven't degraded too badly. Let's find out, shall we? Now then, to prepare. I watched as he rinsed the brain with a foul-smelling chemical, then passed him implements to assist the delicate insertion of it into the empty skull. After a few minutes of stitching, he stood, stretched his back, and grinned at me. Yo, Lexi. You know what I just figured out? How did the guard immediately know who I was? I was wearing a death shroud and a mask. He could not possibly know that it was me. My god. Hate this. Now for the moment of truth. He pulled a lever, and a fine mist descended from a nozzle to wash over the stitched body before us. As the mist settled, we stood expectantly, watching the creature for any sign of movement. Nothing. There, just as we glanced at each other in resignation, a slight twitch of the finger. Then the creature balled its hand into a fist. It opened its roomy eyes and slowly turned its head and looked at Borehaven. Well, hello. Good evening. How are we feeling? Understandable. Have a great day. Completely understandable. It's all rather a lot to take in, isn't it? Let's get you up, shall we? Together, we assisted the bulky creature to swing its legs over the table and then steadied it as it stood between us, wobbling slightly. Well then, there we are. What do you think, my dear sir? Or what do we think? I still don't know. This is not necromancy, this is just chemistry. But if he can create like flesh golems for us, that would be kinda goated, not gonna lie. I mean, first of all, brilliant. So what will I do with it? What will I do with it? It is not enough that it exists as a testament to my success. Must I do something with it? Spend 1 skill point to explain that the creature is of no further use to his work. You should give it to me. You proved your point. You've mastered life and death itself, but it's of little use to you now. Huh. Perhaps it could be interesting to see how it interacts with the outside world. That would be quite the experiment, wouldn't it? Very well, you may take it. With the... what? Caveat? 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 I hate these new words. With the caveat that I would like you to return regularly to allow me to inspect it and take a report on its progress. I'm not sure how well its body will hold up to outside forces. It might require repairs if you're too rough with it, so I can help with that. I think that concludes our experiment for now then, my dear sir. It's been a pleasure collaborating with you. I can't believe we just got ourselves a flesh golem.
Yes, yes,
No.
dear sir.
Oh, leave me alone. I want that thing. Give it to me. Talk. Can you understand me? What is your name? Maybe one day you'll be able to tell me yourself. Are you even in there at all, or are you just a shambling corpse like the rest of them? I thought perhaps I glimpsed something like intelligence behind those cloudy eyes. I should check back tomorrow to see if things have improved. Can I? It's evening. I think I can... yeah, follow me, my dear. Follow me, my dear. Can you run? No. We have a beautiful flesh monster. Together with our skeletons, we are gathering quite the force. I will definitely raise more undead. Now it would be very scheisse if there is a random civilian out here. Are you on? Yeah, you definitely are undead, I'm sorry. Ready. Saving the game. Good, good, good. Now, where do I go with you? Also, by the way, what can I even do with you? Stay, follow me, move to me, come here, okay. Ooh, there is a combat. Oh yeah, this is the combat encounter with like 3 ghoulie over or something like that. I do not have fond memories of that encounter. I think Lexi left us again. Warhaven's creature. Need a new name for you. Warhaven's creature. Boris. Boris will be your name. It is evening. Oh, never mind. Follow me. We shall reduce the risk tenfold by going into a crypt and then advancing that time again. Can I advance time inside the chapel? That would be a little bit easier. I see. That does not work. Von Elstick Crypt. Hallo. There we go. Now it's night. Let us... My God. Turn this off. And then we run back home. Also, we're taking this way. Oopsie daisy. Don't walk in there, please. I wouldn't like that. Eggs. Oh, we have flit broke. I need money. I need money. I think next day we'll go to the general store and sell some stuff there. Come on, Boris. We'll take the long road. That is not the way I wanted to go. Oh shit. No, this is okay. Would like to know who this Boris person is. Because he's stitched together a couple of different people. He's 7 feet tall. An absolute monstrosity of a creature. Let me show you your new, my God, your new roommates. So, Boris, meet Skelly, Mr. Bones, Ribbenheimer, and McBoner. Stay here. Jar, water, jar. Oh no, don't tell me. Oh. Lovely. Can I open the trapdoor from inside? Apparently not. Great. Okay. Was I here yet? I think I was. Ach ja. My favorite activity. Running through the night. Ooh. Raven? Did I just hear a raven's fly? Do you want to show me something? It was locked. Why? Apparently nothing is here. Thank you, Raven, for nothing. You just wasted my valuable time. Things are looking quite good, actually. We'll need more skeletons, of course, but until then, we now have a golem, we have 4 skeletons. And ourselves. With a gun. Hello, may I please enter? I see. You make me go all the way around. Shuki. Hallo. Not a butter. Is Debbie still streaming? Or is he done so with his Resident Evil shenanigans? Not anymore? I see, I see. Okay. So when will you stream today, Shuki? Or will you stream once a week on Sundays? I can't, I see. Most tragic. My tummy is hurts. FKU, Shuki. Now kiss me. That is not very nice to say. No, not. But I will allow it this once. Kiss me on my hot mouth, I'm feeling romantical. Lovely. My chat is feeling romantical. Romance of the year. Okay, what now? We have to wait for Flip to deliver us the book. No, that has been resolved. Zalkin, hello. So, can we just talk about how I have 3 people in my chat and for me they all have the same color? Lovely. There's so many colors and you all chose this one. Ready for my kiss? What the heck is that? Tinara ugly. I see. Of course Numnut would have such an emote. Is Annie back, maybe? Who's this? That's Irving. Nope. Alright, it's advanced time then. Afternoon. Afternoon. Doc's Tavern. Nope, he's not here. Evening. There he is. Flip leaned casually against the bar and tilted his drink in greeting as I approached. A freshly quiet bruise. Did you find the book? He handed it over with a grin. Nice. Quite the bruise you're sporting there, Flip, rough night? The usual debauchery and getting into things I have no right to get into. Things? Or woman? A grin broke across his lips and he motioned with a hand that the statement could go either way. Then he winced as the movement of his face and let the smile fade. When Twitch realizes that it will take a long time for me to give them my tax information, because apparently I can only do this stuff when Twitch what is it called, updates my affiliate status, which means either I give them my tax info or I wait a very long time. I'm kinda busy. I have to do that after all my exams. Enough of the charm, it hurts my face. Besides, I ain't telling and neither is she. So, here to keep me and my brews company, or have you other things you wish to discuss? Farewell.
Goodbye.
I was not expecting to hear that goodbye. I thought someone is on my channel, but then I remembered I'm not in the channel. I was like, holy man, who am I hearing? Where is our spellbook? There it is. The holy text I had obtained contained enough information for me to decipher the ritual spirit slave without too much trouble. Though my eyes stung painfully as I studied it. This would allow me to bind to my will an ancient spirit and use it for spying or other purposes. The ritual required a vial of holy oil and knowledge of an ancient burial site. Fuck. Spend 0 skill points to record a book. I recall an esoteric book from my father's private collection, which detailed some investigations of ancient burial nearby in the northern forest. I should check it again. Let's check that book. We haven't talked to Albrecht in quite a while.
Can I help you, my lord?
That's all. Private collection. Probably in his office then, no? Case. It was an impressive collection of books with a wide range of titles. What happened to you, Shuki? Why are you dead? Is your tummy hurting? Did you eat breakfast yet, Shuki? Because I guess it is very early for you. Yeah. Tummy's hurting. You should eat something, probably. I'm not an expert though. Academic. I could see a collection of the English poet Shakespeare, a copy of Machiavelli's The Prince, and even some recent works such as Paradise Lost and a copy of Robinson Crusoe. Tummy hurts, breakfast, yeah. I see. Oh, actually clicked away. Oh, that's probably not the private collection then. Leather trousers? Am I wearing leather trousers? I'm okay. Maybe I got some food poisoning. Fun. It's not the jockey milk. Are you sure about that, Shuki? I think if you had food poisoning, you'd had more than tummy pain. Stones of Mans. I think that's it, right? Buried artifacts here. Stones of Mans, yeah, they're the field, they're the Stones of Mans. That should be the ancient burial site. Wait. Holy water or holy oil? Spirit slave. You learn the manga, yeah. The spirit slave requires an ancient burial. I need to locate one in the vicinity. I require a phial of blessed holy oil. Holy oil. How would one get holy oil? Anyways, I know where to get the phial. Unless I already have a phial. I already have a phial, never mind. Well, I'd say nauseated and the feeling of wanting to vomit, but that's every day. That's every day, Shuki? What the fuck is wrong with you? Sick boy Shuki Naiwa in the house. Holy oil you get from the holy holy woman. Thanks, Shuki. I only know one escort in this city. That's the one here. Holy lubricant. Oil. Wait. Bergman, why is this gate closed? Please let me through. Shit. Dum-dum. What? No! What is this? Wait, it's night? Wait, what? Wait, why is it night? What have I done? But it's morning. What am I doing here? Well, bam. And just like that, it's morning again. Which means I can go here. And next to the fields should be an ancient burial site. In the northern forest. Is the forest guardian? Nope, that's not it. It is the witch's hut? What could it be? It was left to the fields, but it was also above the fields, if I am not mistaken. Apparently I am mistaken. North Road. No, that is definitely not the right way. Holy oil. And the burial side was left to the fields. Yeah, that's the Forest Guardian. That is a bit of schmutz, I have to admit. Unless it is the one that is on the left side, where you go to the witches. Yeah. Ancient burial site, Northern Forest. Could be in this way. Do a little bit of safe scumming. I do double. Does that look like an ancient burial site? Maybe. We'll have to check that out. But we can check that out right now, actually. Oh, come on, I can definitely go through here. Thank you, game, for teaching us that we have to walk on the road, if possible. I think I have to do some more changes with the microphone settings. Gotta see what I do about that. I have to learn so much about these things. Why are there so many ruins here? What is this? Anyways, walk equals fun. Sure, you should take a walk, Shuki. See how much fun it is in your current state. I don't know, maybe Von Elstrick is feeling nauseous, nauseated. How are you feeling today? Any better? Oh, that's more. That's progress. Good job. Keep up the good work. I might check back for another chat tomorrow. Nice. You went from point to Now. Where would one get holy oil? We have holy water, and I don't think you get oil from water. I don't even know how you get oil in this thing, so I think this is definitely an item that you have to purchase. What is bro yapping? I don't know, man. I'm just moaning, man. Maybe Flesh Golem Boris knows what I'm talking about, I don't know. Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba Perry. Alrighty, who do we have here? Bones, Boris, Skelly, Ribbenheimer, McBona, and myself. Now, can I have a knife in my offhand? I cannot. Can I have the gun in my offhand? I may not. Okay. The path through the forest here was narrow with rocks and bushes on either side. Spent 0 skill points to listen intently. I heard a muffled whisper, a man's voice from behind a large rock to the left of the path. This meant I was at least somewhat prepared when the assault began and the men were not too close. Brigands. Lovely. None of them have a gun. Let's do some death focus. Bloodlust. Attempt to drain some of the life force of a mortal enemy and take it for yourself. Click on a mortal enemy to target it. The further away it is, the less chance of a success. I see. Never mind then. 46% chance. We'll just end our turn here. Oh, we can use his own turn. That is nice. 60%, good enough. We missed. Fuck. Yeah, suck them off. I mean, what? Reloading 8 APs. Lovely. Yes, he still has 4. We'll take one step here. Activate minions. Lovely. Reload. We'll shoot this one next. Schmutz. Nice. Okay, I think we are done with shooting. Wait, how many AP? B2. With insufficient MP. Okay, we'll do this then. Oh my god. Am I just dead? Nice. We've died. Ah, Schmutz. Yeah. I suck at this. almost kill ourselves by doing a little death focus. %66%, that is not good enough. Wait, did we lose mana? I think we did. Oh my god. Can I please have this? Beautiful. And now shoot him. Oh, amazing. Reload. My brother in Christ just did almost did 200 damage. How did we die the first time? I think because I walked up. I shouldn't walk up. Oh my god. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. We have 17 coins. Take some flesh. Pick up.
What does that mean? There's a skeleton inside here. Can I raise this as a zombie now?
Or can I only raise skeletons? We'll find that out after an ad break. Just kidding. Shut up. We don't have ad breaks for at least this week. This will be a weekly meta. Probably also not next week, honestly. Probably not this month. And yeah, wait, this month is just this week. Wait. Probably not this month or the next month. If possible. Damn, man, Boris just did 200 damage. That is basically what I did with the pistol to the brigands that assaulted us in the back alley. The pistol is kind of goated. So is Boris now. And the only thing that Boris is not good at is AP. So you have to get him into position. I don't even know how many HP this boy has. But he has to tank, and then he does a lot of damage. He's just an uber zombie. Oh, Gott im Himmel. If I am very unlucky, which I tend to be, there is another place where I can summon undead, where I just was. Please tell me that I can summon this dude as a zombie. That would be so goated. And we had to name him. I think Shuki's allowed to name this one then if I can summon this one. Or Numnut. Numnut also didn't name didn't name one yet. Prepare to conduct the enemy ritual again. Feel the dead calling. This was the perfect location if I wasn't currently carrying a suitable skeleton. Aww. Take some flesh. Okay. Good. I let you sit here and rot. You spent all that time for nothing. What can I do with normal peasants then? Nothing, apparently. Man, I'm a bit sad. You know, the Necromancer experience is more than Scalar Bros, it's also zombie fodder. I wanna be Helman Gorst. And Heinrich Kemmler. My favorite characters in Total War Warhammer. Alrighty, what equipment did you have? Take equipment, spear, nice. Take equipment, spear, very nice. We can have 2 skeletons with spears now. Here is the ancient burial site. Dolmen. Okay. I will leave all of you here. All nearby. Oh wait, are you just standing here now? I didn't even say you to stay here. Alright, you stay here then. I think I'll dig up 2 more skeletons and give them spears. I know what I must do. Okay. We'll go inside, teleport to the Dead Man's Gate, go into the family crypt, wait until it's night, and dig up 2 more skeletons there, reanimate them there, equip them there. Oh god, I automatically put away my weapon, nice. Oops, Dead Man's Gate. Please let me leave. Can you open the gates, please? Thank you. Go into my crypt. My crypt is amazing. Bam. Wha-bam. Wha-bam. Wait, I don't have firewood? So firewood actually is a resource that exhausts itself. I see. Why I did not have a pot of water? Jar of water there. Do I have an empty pot? Cooking pot. Yippee. Begin the ritual. There it is. Now give me... Why do you have 3 spears? There, shovel. Time for some grave digging. Already dug for a body. Damn. No skeleton or corpse. In the years since the ritual, most graves had been dug up and their inhabitants cremated and reinterred. However, I did obtain some human bones. Why would I need human bones? Just general question. Oh yeah, never mind, I know why. We can turn them into bone dust for the repair ritual. Where did we not dig yet? No skeleton. This is very saddening. Already dug for a body. I think we already dug for a body here, yeah. Did we already dug there? This reminds me of dug. Already dug. I think here's a well, right? Yeah. I think we're done with the cemetery. Duck, goose? Sure. There is another grave over here, yeah, here. Oh, there's an animate ritual I can do here. Success. Success. Sure. That's 2 more bros. Shuki, you can name one when I have successfully animated this one. And if Namnat is still here, Namnat can name the other. John Week, is that your submission? I will deadly name this one John Week. Yeah, alrighty. Cum adhucam volantius et cumquam non tantum ossa. Arrange the remaining materials once more. I chanted the words. My new minion grows. And its name is John Cena. No, it's John Wick. John Wick. And you will be equipped with a spear. Lovely. Please move to here. Let's grab the other. Namnat, are you still around? That would be kinda good to know. Namnat Jr. I don't know about that. I think Namnat left us. Then we'll have to figure something out ourselves. Och. Conduct the annual ritual again. Proceed with the ritual. Kumkum Ossad, blam blam blam. Once more, your new minion. Thank you. At least it's not Numb Nuts Junior. Thank you. That one Skyrim meme. I mean, I should have given you a shield, but it is not possible. There are no shields here. So you will be that one Skyrim meme with another spear. Now, follow me. And you, John Wick, follow me. Oh shit. I have to clear these things also. Cleared all signs so the townsfolk doesn't see this. And now we walk the holy path. Huh? Where the ghoulie? The South Tower. I'd been told this was damaged during the Venetian War shortly before my birth. It had fallen further into disrepair in the years since I had played here as a child. The internal stairway was smashed and blocked with debris, so I could progress neither up nor down. I investigated the area more closely. Investigate level 4. Spend 0 skill points to scan through the rubble. I poked around in the rubble of the stairs and spied a small gap leading to the lower levels. Sure. I loosened rubble and pulled some large blocks aside. It was hard work, but eventually I had made the gap large enough to squeeze through. Should we grab all the boys? Or is this now a thing for just the 3 of us? Oh my god. Maximum darkness. Holy moly. Where's my gun? There. Chest here. What do we have in here? Oh! A crossbow. Don't mind if I do. Fast strike. Does that mean we don't have to reload this thing? Brazier, we can sell them. Tinderbox, probably also good loot. Candles, nice. Do I not gain armor? Well then, I'll just wear this coat then. I need this anyways. We can go even deeper. This way too. A scroll. The scroll contained an arcane chant by which it claimed that a dark magician could envelop an area with a cold graveyard mist which drains the resolve of all mortals within. Nice. So much stuff. Wait, I wore that thing? Am I now also using that sword? No. Sells for 20 crowns? You will sell that thing. Also, that's a big ass axe. So should John Wick still wear... Wait, Chucky. What weapon should John Wick actually use? Because now we have an axe, we have a sword. He currently uses a spear, but I think, yeah, I also have a knife. John Wick could also be a knife wielder. Unless he can wear a crossbow. No, okay. Base damage 30. It's just straight up better, no? Ah, okay, I see. Costs 8 AP to reload. This costs 5 AP. Wait, it's not double, but it's double the damage. Nah, we'll keep this. Another coat, another ring. We are getting good stuff. Let's go. Yes. Oh my god, there's a skeleton here. The alcove was full of rubble. Spent 0 skill points to search carefully. I have found 40 crowns. We are rich. I took it. Nice. Are you not feeling well, Shuki? Did you just vomit? Meow. Meow meow. Damn. Didn't think we'd get actual good loot. But you know, exploring is always Gucci. We can give this skeleton the axe that we just found. which looked like a two-handed axe, but I think it's just a one-handed axe. You know, having a skeleton that wields a two-handed executioner's axe kind of goated. We're now also a red coat. But that is okay. The only good look I see is this person called Nux Ultima. Yeah, you should tell that to Debido Doko. He's the artist behind that very good looking model. I think I bring these three then to the others. And then we'll probably save and end it for today. I'm a bit tired. Next time we will have to find holy oil, which I can now probably pay for. Next time we'll do a shopping run. Yeah, this is a different axe from the one we saw. Only, what do we name this one? What? I probably called that person named Debbie as highly regarded. No, he cannot be highly regarded if he creates very cool models such as this one. You could slightly less high regards then. Sure. Sure. You are now highly regarded. Sorry, Bren, not English grammar. Farts from Bren. I have no idea what you're talking about. Cleared all the signs. Be gone. Dark magic. I cleared all the signs. Small me brain boy. Same actually. Absolutely same. Can't believe we just got 3 more Skelebros and 40 crowns and 2 rings, which could be another 40 crowns. I think the wolves are not here now. Nice. More. Oh my god, I took a wrong turn. Oh my god. More money. I still think that Annie is the wife of that one counselor. Sponge me boy Bob. my god. Where am I? No one knows. If I hear my own voice in the live stream well enough, I think only the last part of the word just came through of the sentence I just muttered. Ultinux. Brother just types in the first word that comes to mind. I can respect that. You know, I was thinking about going into the biz, but then you would have to write my name with 3 X's. It's Nux with 3 X's. I think that would be my name if I would go into the adult film industry. Look at that army we have. Look at that absolute army. I think I have to do take a screenshot here. Nice. XX Nux Ultima XX. That's good old 2000 and whatever 10 naming. I don't know. 2010 to 2015. I don't know. Okay, what do we have? We have. Is that a knife or a sword? I think that's. It's a sword? Question mark. Ravenheimer, what do you have? You have a sword. You have a sword, you have an axe, you have an axe. We have 2 spears, 2 axes, 2 swords, and 1 scythe. And then we have Boris. My Xbox naming scheme, I see. Running Widow. Go back into the city. Yippee, money, money, money. Yippee, we're so rich. We're actually so rich. I don't think we have ever been this rich before. Mine cola, yippee. I cannot do that right now. Sir, that task cannot be performed right now. Already unequip that thing. And now click this button. We have so much cool stuff now. Vroom, 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 vroom. Thank you. Volkan? Gucci. Let's go to our home. Our house. And this is our room. Do I have a bones? Oh yeah, for the brain. Never mind. Oh, the cleaver. I forgot about the cleaver. We have to equip one skeleton with a cleaver at some point. Okay, that's worth 20 crowns. That is worth 10 crowns. 3 crowns. Oh, the bluestone ring's only worth 3 crowns. Interesting. Boner. Thank you, Shuki. So let's go to sleep. And with that, we'll save. Game saved and sync to Steam Cloud. Oh, good. Alrighty, we did a couple of things today, actually. Not only talking like last week. We actually explored a bit. We got coins, we got more Skelebros, we got a flesh golem who maybe speaks to us in the near future, because he is Frankenstein's monster. Or Borhaven's monster, if you will. Less yep and more adventure time, indeed. Indeed, I actually like that very much. I do also like that you can have both in this game. I do like the yapping, because it is a very story-rich game, and I'm very much for it. I am not very much for that if you talk to 3 random people and you tell them your name, that everybody just hates you. It just, I mean, I guess that is the noble experience if you go into the tavern of the common people. But if I recall correctly, we were not that noble. Maybe we are family of the current baron, so maybe we are that noble. But I thought we were lesser nobility. Still, lesser nobility is apparently leagues ahead of the common rebel. So we should be careful to drop our name in the future when we are amongst the peasants. Goes to paradise. No, that didn't happen to me yet. And I don't think I would like that. Already next week, on Monday, we will search the town for holy oil. I will probably go to Flip and ask him about that, because we can no longer enter the church. We will immediately fall unconscious, which is pretty concerning. We cannot, what is it called? Employ. We can't employ the children anymore, for we have set them up on a path of righteousness, which may come back to bite us in the ass. But that does not concern us now. Now, I only wish to sleep. So, if I am not mistaken, yeah, I completely forgot to refresh the ending card as usual, but there it is. So, I thank you. Is there a hot nun mummy? Yes, there is, but in the hospital. We cannot enter that anymore. Probably in the future, again, because we're just in chapter 9, and there are at least 12 chapters, probably way more. We will probably speak to Hot Nun Mummy again, but that's just for the future. For today, we ended. I thank you all for watching, and thank you, Shuki, for suggesting the name for one of the new Skelebros. And we see each other again next time, hopefully, possibly, maybe tomorrow, when we play Prey, which is a game that gets on my nerves. With the mimics and the robots and the shadow people. My god. But yeah, we'll see how good we progress there tomorrow. aka later. Bababui Ultima-san, Bababui Shukinaiwa-san. More like Shukinaiwa-chan, I'm sorry. I'm not into the Japanese culture yet. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. You know, watching Frieren in original voice. Lovely, lovely. But until next time, I say Baba Booey.